Lady, it's your boy Don C. Welcome to the More the Better podcast, where the more you grind, the better the results, man. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep showing love, man. But I got a special guest to my right, man. Who I got?
Miloh in the building, yes sir.
Miloh, man. Appreciate you for reaching out. Appreciate you for showing the enthusiasm to be on my platform, bro. I see you got a bunch of music out. But before we get into the music, bro, let the people know where you from, man.
I'm from Queens.
Queens. A lot of energy coming out of Queens.
Right,
Shout out to Shawnee Bin Laden. Shout out to all the other different rappers. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like Shawnee, the only one that's really who else? Lou got Cash. You got a couple other artists out there. There's a bunch,
I
bro.
be rocking with the underground though. Like,
Yeah.
Sicko, Tajay, Kiba Dolo.
All right.
Vern Dollar. It's a lot of Drew's Quest going crazy out of Queens.
Lit.
It's a lot of people. Yeah.
That's crazy because I didn't know if you was from the Queens or the Bronx because on 91st Street, 91 Allen Street, that's the name of the track. He said from the BX to the Academy, so I'm thinking he from the X and whatnot. So, but I'm glad you cleared that up.
Nah, I can explain that lyric though. So when I was in Queens, I had these friends. I went to a private school for a little bit. I was getting kicked out of school, OD. So I went to a private school, and there was like 3 black kids in the school, and one of them was from the Bronx. So I would chill with him OD, and then I transferred out of that private school to public school.
Oh, okay.
So I would crash at his crib. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that really is where I grew up. It was in the Bronx, to be honest. Even though I'm living in Queens, but I would knock out at my man's crib like, regularly and just go to school from there.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. So that's just basically from having a good relationship with your friend and being always in the X and shit. So how you feel about the vibe in the X, like opposed to like Queens and shit?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really be out there too much right now, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
But at the time, I felt like it really got a bad reputation. Now it's kind of living up to that reputation. But at the time, it was valid. Like as long as you just point A to point B, you feel me? Not doing too much, you valid.
Like me, I'm from Brooklyn, so me, like, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of Brooklyn dudes, you feel me, like the downtowners, like, we look the Bronx, like, we be like, oh, nah, them niggas on some different time, like, they gritty, like, Brooklyn, we also more smooth, laid back, you feel me? I don't know, bro.
I can see that, but, like, I don't know. I thought it was cool, to be honest.
How you feel about the energy coming out the X, though, like, as far as music-wise, right now, the drill and whatnot?
I mean, right now, I feel like it's a lot of negativity.
Yeah.
People be glorifying like real life murders and
like that, nah, that's cool.
With you, so.
Nah, I feel you, bro. Like everybody have their own opinions on the type of music that's being pushed out here. You feel me? But let's talk about all right, you started music. I read up on you in the magazine, Event Magazine. You was talking about during the pandemic you really started like your music and really like tried to push your music. So like what came to your mind like, yo, I'm gonna start now? Like during the pandemic and whatnot.
I was in this 2K league.
Yeah.
But we were super competitive, like 24th ranked team in the world type shit. And then one day I was just like, imagine if I was spending this much time really trying to get bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just got my laptop, started watching mad different tutorials in different areas, started coding a little bit, engineering a little bit.
Yeah.
At first, I wasn't taking it too serious. Then my boy came to my crib one day, showed me how to do some shit, and from there, I just did it every day, right?
Yeah, when it came to the music and whatnot. So it wasn't nobody that really influenced you that like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I want to rap like this one day. Like, it was nobody that you looked at, like, that made you want to pick up a mic type?
Nah, to be honest, it wasn't even like that. I really started making music because I wanted to be an engineer because I had a lot of friends that I felt like were really talented artists and I could provide value there. So
Nah, I get what you're saying. And I peeped that in your bio on the gram. Like, you the jack of all trades. You an engineer, producer, like, all that, artist. Like, what made you want to just, have your hands in different places, like, as far as, like, different fields, like, to be more specific? Like, what made you want to be in different fields like that? Because it's hard to, just focus on one thing. But for you to be doing all these different things, like, it would take more of focus. Take more of a focus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like learning, bro.
I feel you.
I like having skills. I feel like right now is the best time to, like, my brain will retain information. To be honest with you, when I was younger, I was really lazy. Like, Um, yeah, I was really lazy. Like, I was, I guess, a talent that didn't work hard.
Wow. I feel
But
you.
now I just fascinated with learning. But I feel like it's just the way school is structured. I just wasn't a fan of, to be honest.
Yeah.
But on YouTube, like I really feel like I could just teach myself things, and it's fast. Like it's just, I love it. And then I hope to. I learn these skills, but I don't want to do them my whole life. I want to, of course, elevate, take less time doing myself, hire people to do it. I just feel like that's how you really go places. But right now, I just want to
feel
learn
you.
these things so I could build on that.
Nah, learning is great, bro. Like just having knowledge on different
Yeah.
things and just learning different things, bro. Cause nobody know everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to
More.
always learn new things. Like you know what I'm
Exactly. Yeah.
saying? And speaking of learning, you said you like to learn. You was in college, Baruch College. Did you
Yeah.
finish?
Nah.
All
I
right,
stopped.
I went to that's a CUNY, right?
Yeah.
I went to CUNY as well. That's crazy. College of Staten Island. I ain't
Right.
finished either.
Yeah.
So how was that experience at Baruch? Like, what made you want to like stop going?
Uh, it just like it didn't really inspire me, bro.
I feel you. I feel you.
I really feel like getting on YouTube inspires me. Like getting on YouTube to learn something inspires me 10 times more than any professor. Really
Yeah.
did. I had this one really good professor who's an archaeologist professor, but like you know what I'm saying, it's archaeology.
Yeah, nah, that's a
But he was
fact.
tough.
Nah, that's dope. But all right. So, like, what made you want to get into school? Like, everybody else was going to school and that.
It's from my family.
Oh,
Honestly, 'cause
okay.
I'm immigrant family.
All
So it's
right.
really just how I was raised. Like
Yeah, like go to
my dad went
college.
to
Like,
Yale, so
wow,
yeah.
that's the Ivy League, just like the Ivy
Nah,
League we in right now.
yeah,
Columbia University, shout out. You feel me?
So it's really just like that's really how I was raised. It's just like go to
School, preach school, yeah.
But-
Like, yeah, you could continue. My fault, bro.
Yeah, but and I was with it to a degree, but then it's just at what point are you gonna live your own life? Like
It's a fact.
for real,
It's a fact.
you can make other people happy and then die miserable. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people with degrees, but it's all about networking to get to that next step.
Exactly.
It's not what you know, it's who you know at the end of the day. You
exactly
feel me?
too.
So like that, like I feel like
Exactly.
if you just read books and just network, you could be successful, bro. You don't need a piece of paper to validate who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my personal opinion. Don't get me wrong. I used to love school too, but I was in the wrong field when I was like I was studying the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? The wrong major. Like I wasn't into social work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was studying in school at the time. What was your major?
Communicate. I started as a journalism major, then I switched to communications.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I would go back to school later in life. It's just if there was something that I wanted to learn specifically that I felt like school could help me with at that time.
Yeah.
For sure.
I was thinking like that too. Like if I do ever go back, like I'm gonna probably go into marketing and business, journalism, because I'm a podcaster and that's kind of in that field. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to the music, man. I see you got a lot of projects out. You got 3. You like really 4, but like it's really 3 though at the same time because you got the 3-pack. But let's talk about the most recent one, Danny Phantom. Like you grew up on Danny Phantom. That was one of your favorite cartoons.
Yeah.
Like me too. I used to like Danny Phantom too. Cartoon Network vibe. You feel me? But
I used to just sing that song. For no reason.
I was into Nickelodeon too. But Danny Phantom was one of my favorites. You feel me?
Right.
But so that was just one of your favorite cartoons that growing up like that just made you.
It was, but that's not why I named it that.
All right.
I was talking to this girl and we were just going back and forth.
She
And
went ghost on you?
No, not at all. And then it's just damn. It was just like I was telling her that it's tough, bro. Not even fuck the conversation with her. It's just in my life. I feel like at the time I'm just dealing with so many people spread so thin. Like I said, I do all these things, but then I'm trying to help people with all these things at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just I feel like I'm just switching.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So she was like, "Oh, you're like Danny Phantom," and then I don't know. I thought about that shit. I was like, "Yeah, that's tough." So I named it was really gonna be like a 5-song project, but I didn't drop music for like last summer to this summer.
Yeah, I see you drop 2 projects in 2022 though. You get what I'm saying? And I really fuck with the Justin Fields track, bro.
Only time you call me when you want that trip to church. Scream, oh God. Say I don't do enough when you get hit, but I oblige. Remind me to remind you that I'm always on the clock. Might leave you on a block. Come back when I'm at the top. When I got the game on lock.
That's not Love for the Drill, right?
Nah,
That is Love for the Drill. Yeah. I fuck with that project, bro. And again, off the Danny Phantom project, I fuck with too, bro. So, but the Danny Phantom track, that was the track you sent me in the DM. Like, I feel like a lot of people could relate to that, being fucked up, not financially stable at the time being. So, what made you want to just pull that out? You get what I'm saying? Because some people don't be comfortable to talk about topics like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, that song has a crazy story. I went to a show. The dude I was talking about, Jury's Quest Brush Show.
Yeah.
And the performance was tough, so I just wanted to make some performance music. It's crazy because I don't even think that's a performance song.
Yeah.
Actually had a concussion, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sorry to
it had
hear
been
that,
like 3
bro.
days. No. I'm valid. Like it was very mild, but I ran into a wall like tending for my dogs. It was crazy.
Son.
Yeah, but I went to the show. Was chilling, like wasn't really moshing too much. Like it was just chilling. But it was a couple days out there, and I remember I went to the crib, just recorded. I was so tired. Just went to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Woke up. I was like, well, nah, this is tough. And then sent it to my friends. They fucked with it. It's crazy. I normally don't like songs. Like immediately they grow in me. I really like that one the day after. So.
Nah, I feel you. I ain't gonna lie. But like, what made you want to get into that though?
To be honest, that's
that specific subject, like that specific topic. You feel me? Because if you think of Danny Phantom, for the people that know Danny Phantom, you'll be like, oh, you be going ghost on people. You want to isolate yourself because he's a ghost. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying.
So like people would think that, but with the Danny Phantom, you talking about struggle.
Yeah.
You talking about living conditions. So and a lot of people can relate to that because everybody's life ain't perfect, bro.
Yeah.
So. Like, what made you want to talk about that, though? Like, you was just wanted to vent? You wanted to just talk about what you was going through at the time?
I feel like, yeah, bro. Honestly,
I feel you.
That's really what I talk about. But that's not necessarily what I'm going through at the time. Normally, I talk about, like, where I feel like I was at, like, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, to help people that were in that position, that are in that position right now, to know that you could make it through the other side.
That's a big fact.
So normally when I make a song, it's like, whatever the emotion was, I had already dealt with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like reflecting.
Yeah, I don't make things that I'm really going through. One time I did, but it's not necessarily like the song again.
Yeah.
Right before I made that song, I got a call. Actually from one of my friends that I was talking about in the Bronx. One of our other friends that was at that school.
Yeah.
But one of the actual, like, one of the white kids, one of the few ones I was really cool with.
Yeah.
Because we hooped.
Yeah.
He had passed away, overdose.
Damn, yo.
And we recorded it again right after that. So it's like, but normally I wouldn't even do that. But that's why. You see, I said the lost game to the drugs. That's where that came from.
That's crazy you brought that up because I did a suicidal awareness segment. It was a senior. He passed too. You feel me? Like, but it was off of overdose as well. No, it wasn't. It wasn't overdose. He committed suicide. It's like a touchy subject to talk about. But I feel like overdosing is committing suicide as well because you know the level to what you should be taking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you can't be overdoing it. Like, when you overdoing it now, I feel like you trying to sabotage your life. You get what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But sorry to hear that about your friend, bro. Yeah. Like, so how did you cope with that? Like, how did you? Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like those I still haven't really dealt with all the way. Like, I haven't been recording throughout the summer for real. Since May, I probably recorded like 10 songs. I've been making beats a lot. That's where I really been just learning these other things.
So most of the instrumentals on your albums, like, you produce?
In the prior ones, not so much. A couple here and there.
Oh, okay.
But like what's coming now, for sure.
What's coming up?
And with a couple of my friends.
All right. So the Danny Phantom project, like, did you produce any of those?
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. I produced like 3 of the tracks, I think. But that's what I was trying to say though. Before I forget this, while I was talking about how overcoming emotions.
Yeah.
So I feel like a big problem with that is that you put yourself in an echo chamber of just trauma. Something I realized. I want to say like Monday, really, just thinking. You put yourself in an echo chamber of trauma, and then even though you've dealt with those emotions, you put yourself back to them. So, although I've been making music in a way where I was talking to places where I came from to try to get to the next place, I feel like I want to make a fundamental shift in making music about the future, or even the now, like just building a reality that's more pleasurable, and then that'll manifest itself in music rather than always just talking about the past.
Nah, I feel you. It's all about knowing where you're going to sometimes. You don't want to always, like, But I feel
You know what I'm
like
saying?
what you doing now is what's going to determine your future.
Yeah, like right now, it's not the person that recorded Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But it's still, you know, it's still that pain and still how you feel and your emotions that you gotta let out.
Fact.
Cause we could always relate to those same emotions. Like even though we probably not going through it at that specific time, like we could always relate. You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's talk about Love for the Drill EP. I see, like one of the features that really stood out to me was the Big Glow. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out to Yellow Tape Boys, Shawnee Bin Laden, and all them. You get what I'm saying? But how did you get? You say you from Queens, but like, how did you get that feature? Like,
my boy Madara
right.
at Queens. We were chilling in my garage. My boy Earl on he was on like again, and I forget. Well, I was just making drill tracks. And he was playing beats, I guess, but he goes way back with them apparently.
Yeah.
So I hit the dude about getting a feature. He didn't respond. So my boy hit him, like set it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's lit, bro. That's lit, cause it's always who you know, like who you know somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But it's good that you create that type of relationship with somebody that's buzzing a little bit in the town. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them though. How about anybody else in the camp that you reached out to, or it was just him specifically, like? Or got a track with?
I don't have a track with none of them, but if he reached out.
Oh, okay. It's all good, cause bro, I reached out to multiple people, and a lot of them didn't get back to me. You feel me? But it's all good. Like, I appreciate who did get on my platform and who did reach back. You feel me? At the end of the day, you gotta just appreciate who was willing to work with you. You feel me? That's a fact. That's a fact.
I performed that track a couple times. One of the best reactions I've gotten in the city was performing that track.
Yeah.
Was in Brooklyn. It was tough.
That's lit.
I seen it was a drill crowd, so I changed the song last second.
Yeah, bro.
It was lit. Yeah.
And that's what's most popular right now in the town. It's drill. Like, sad to say, but it's like everybody want to hear that grip bow shit. You feel me? Like, but your vibe though, I fuck with your vibe though, because like it's melodic / rock starish too at the same time, and you plus. You spitting a little bit too. You be spitting too. You feel me? Like the Again track, you was spitting. You feel me? So I see the versatility. You feel me? So when the visuals coming out though, bro? You got mad music, son. Like, where's the visuals, bro?
I have like 5 videos recorded. I recorded one in Houston. I recorded one in Denver.
Oh yeah. We gonna talk about that too.
But I gotta edit them because I want to edit them myself and then send it to people to touch up my edits.
That's dope. That's dope.
What I'm about. That's what like. This the phase. I don't want to even say too much.
Yeah.
But they coming for sure.
Nah, that's dope. It's like you a 1-man army, bro. You trying to do everything, bro.
I'm not. It's not to do everything, but just to learn everything.
Nah, I feel you. Like, you like a sponge. You just want to take in as much information as you can. You feel me?
I like being challenged a lot.
That's great, bro.
Yeah,
that's great.
I'm like right now really seeking challenge. Like,
what type of vibe you think challenge you musically? Like
musically?
Like what type of vibe? Melodic, drill? Like what type of genre? You get what I'm saying?
Take most songs as a challenge, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So,
but since you don't really like drill, you think that's a challenge a little bit, like getting into that field? That type of music?
Because most of the beats are similar BPMs. It's really a sample, drums, and then bring yourself on it. Because what I try to do is just put myself on every track. Yeah. In a sense, so it's not really a challenge. It's just more so making sure that every bar is something worth saying.
Nah, I feel you, bro. Making sure everything is meaningful, facts. Cause I be feeling like a lot of people just be saying anything. You feel me? And it sounds good on the beat.
I've said anything.
I feel you, bro. I mean, it happens though. It happens because like people sometimes don't care about lyrics. People just care about the vibe, the beat, and whatnot. You feel me? So. Alright, besides the music, you say you into basketball too. Yeah. Like, so did you ever pursue basketball as far as like, why not?
I just go to the gym, hoop, clamp people, they get tight. Like, what school you play for? None.
Just do it for the fun of it, right? Yeah. So what made you get into basketball? Like, something had to make you want to get into it. You just found it fun?
I just been athletic since I was a child. I played baseball, ran track, football. Just sports, and then basketball is one that you can play as you get older. So
that's lit.
I'm not gonna be playing football at this age. Football is really my best sport by a lot. Yeah.
So before you got into music, like, was you always thinking about being in entertainment field? Cause entertainment is a broad. Yeah. It's broad. Entertainment is broad. Like, sports, music, comedy, all of that. And you into a lot of
Yeah.
stuff within the entertainment.
Honestly, I never really wanted to be an entertainer.
Word.
It's really more so things I've been thinking about now. Like, no, this is really the entertainment business. It's not just the music industry.
Yeah.
Like, so these are things I'm thinking about now. But I never really was wanted to be an entertainer, to be honest, growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted to do was the thing. Nothing really captivated me. That's the thing. I didn't know what I wanted to do until
Nah, I know a
started
lot of
doing
people
this.
like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you grow up, you don't really know what you want to get into. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then your parents will think like, "Oh, you just being a waste man." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they try to force shit on you, so you don't end up in jail or
Yeah,
end up in a gang.
exactly,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie though. I kind of like that too. Like, cause you gotta keep kids busy,
That's
bro.
a fact, bro.
Cause if you don't keep kids busy, they gonna find something that
Start
they,
wilding.
they gonna start going gravitate here, and now he gotta go to jail. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's sad, but
Well, I
yeah,
could
like
move a couple times, bro. Like, facts though.
yeah.
Exactly.
Now go ahead, go
Yeah.
continue what you was about to say, bro.
Yeah, my childhood was crazy, bro. I definitely was hanging around the wrong people a lot younger. You know, my childhood was crazy, bro. Like, moving around and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
What
bro.
made it so crazy? Like, just you always had to move around, or it was just
Yeah, bro. I was getting in trouble, bro. Like, I was never a bad kid, bro. But like, I would see why somebody would say that, bro. I won't lie to you, bro. I have this thing, Asperger's syndrome.
Yeah.
So, but the problem with Asperger's syndrome is that people would think you're really just valid. Like, oh no, this nigga's wilding, bro. So then they really just do shit that would work on regular people, bro. But it's just not working, bro. Used to get in a lot of fights and shit, like
you
super
had low
aggressive.
tolerance.
Yeah, just really low pain, not pain, anger threshold, like before I snap.
Yeah.
But it's just work on that. Yeah, channel out energy into different things, because that energy could definitely be used. Like, I don't lie, anger does fuel a lot of like working that I do.
Yeah.
Or it did for a while. Like, just nah, bro. I just
And
on
what part of
YouTube
Queens-
all night, bro? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Engineer all night, like just some tight.
I feel you. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I mean, coming from Brooklyn, I'm not gonna try to say like I know it's good parts. Queens is big. Queens is the biggest borough. You feel me? But I know it's bad parts of Queens and whatnot. But I don't know. For the most part, I've always feel like Queens was
No, it's valid.
calm.
I'm
You
from
feel me?
Jamaica,
Late Jamaica Queens.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Like that's the F line and whatnot.
Yeah,
All
bro,
right.
it's chilling.
I get what you're saying. All right. So how was the vibe growing up over there, Jamaica Queens? Shout out
valid,
50 and all
honestly.
on.
Like,
Feel me?
It was a time I go outside when I was younger. Definitely around the wrong people. It's crazy. But then I don't know. I just stopped chilling with them for like really no reason.
Yeah.
And then just finding different groups. But I would always after that, like, it was just like I really felt like people would fuck with me like a lot, but I didn't really feel like I had a group or nothing, like a tribe.
Yeah. I feel you.
So
I be feeling like that now, bro.
Yeah.
Like growing up, I had a bunch of friends, like a bunch of associates. I was cool with mad people.
Yeah.
But now that I got older, it's like I gravitated more to this. I'm not really into the shit that
Yeah.
niggas want to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I got a couple bros. You feel me? Like, yeah, like that's how it is, bro. Life, like you just start getting into different things. You start gravitating to different people, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? So there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so boom, Danny Phantom out right now. So, all right, what's the next step? Like, will you just still trying to make more music and just play with different singles and
make
whatnot?
more music. Right now, like I said, I haven't been recording too much. I record weekly on Wednesdays though at my boy Axel's crib. Very dope engineer.
Lit.
But we really like take our time building songs. Like, we'll spend a couple hours on a hook, come back, fuck with the beat a little bit, lay some stuff, mix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's changing my recording process because I used to make like 3 songs a day.
Now I could tell,
Yeah.
bro, cause you got a lot of music out. You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of music out.
Some of the music in the stash is gonna drop this winter,
Yeah.
but by next spring, it should probably be mostly self-produced music that was not made in a day.
Yeah. And I see like you was more into like the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, you get what I'm saying? The more conscious rappers, Drake.
Yeah.
Drake, he more of an artist, like more he could be conscious when he want, but who else were you into like growing up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mac Miller is
Oh
probably my
yeah, I
favorite.
peeped that too. You said you would want to
Word.
open up for Mac Miller.
Yeah,
Hell
that'd
yeah.
have
Rest in
been-
peace, Mac Miller, man.
word.
I fuck with him hard, bro.
But when I started making music, I say I took Mac Miller and Lil Durk. It's crazy, like
Wow.
Wacky, and it was just like
Yeah.
see how I could mix that. Word.
That's
And then I
crazy.
just built off of that. But it was other things too, like Jay-Z was a big part.
Yeah.
Just how like just say talk on a beat,
Yeah.
more
I
so than rap.
Nah, rest in peace,
Big
Mac
part.
Miller, bro. That's crazy. He
Yeah.
died over overdose as well, man.
Or
But
I feel like I grew up on Mac Miller from 13. I found him in the 8th grade. Just
one of
as
my
like he matured as you were mature with him.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Like he definitely went before his time, man.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite tracks by Mac Miller is Money Shot,
Funny
featuring
shot.
Currency. I don't know if you know that song, but that song is hard. The whole
I
instrumental
know.
is soulful. I'm gonna let you hear it
That's
after this,
crazy.
bro. But yeah, it's called Money Shot. I bump that every day, bro. But
Yeah.
any special shout outs? Like anybody want to just reach out and touch? Like yo, we still rocking with each other. Like you know what I'm saying?
Uh, yeah, my boy Johnny, 3V Wonder. Then, my son Bruce Shaw. My son Earl 2 Wavy. That's one of my closest dogs. My son Riley, of course.
Yeah.
Eli, facts. Damn, Ion Kato, that nigga's tough out of Queens too.
Yeah.
Uh, damn, bro, it's a lot of people, bro. I could keep
Nah, I
going.
feel you.
Definitely want to say a lot of this. Like it's crazy. My first show, was in Arizona, and that was my boy brought me out there, and
Yeah.
definitely accelerated a lot. And he passed away.
Damn, I'm sorry
And
to hear
man,
that, yo.
yeah.
Matter of fact, since you brought that up, how was the vibe out in Houston and Denver? Cause I peeped that you recently was out there doing shows and whatnot. How was the vibe out there
Nah, that
in the
was tough.
South?
But I definitely want to like finish what I was about to say.
Oh yeah, touch on
'Cause,
that too.
yeah,
My
nah,
fault. Go
my
ahead.
boy, he was an artist.
Yeah,
And he was really on the precipice of blowing up. Like it's just
yeah.
shit. It's like it's crazy that
How you
happened.
pass?
In an accident shooting a music video.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
somebody
crazy.
fell. He managed to save the person's life, but he passed before saving them. Crazy.
Damn, yo,
Shit's crazy.
that's crazy, yo.
But yeah, my fault for my voice too, y'all. I had a show last night. I really strained my
Nah, you
shit
good, bro.
OD.
You good. We can
But
hear you clearly, bro. You
yeah,
good. But
but
how
nah,
was
that
you?
was crazy. And but he's the boy. My bro that taught me how to mix early. It's crazy. It's really crazy. A lot of this, like, it would not be possible without him. He was an inspiration to so many people. He touched so many people.
Yeah,
It's real. I didn't even realize how many people he touched. Like, but he was really one of my closest friends, bro.
yeah.
Like, I feel like me and him were, in a sense, like, the same person, bro. But it just manifested itself much different. He was much more, like, rock star image type.
Yeah.
I'm just,
And I can hear that in your music as well with the rock star vibe and whatnot. You
yeah,
know
but,
what
like,
I'm saying?
outwardly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some more, like,
Yeah.
we jumping on the table. Yeah, you know what
On
I'm saying?
some mosh pit vibe, like I get what you
But it
said.
was crazy because I feel like that shit work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like it's almost the same, but it's like I feel like two of those is harder to coexist. You know what I'm saying? So God rest his soul, bro.
Yeah, that's a
But
fact. Rest in peace to bro.
him,
Real
bro,
talk.
like I just gotta. A big goal of mine is to keep pushing his legacy too.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm telling you, he was right there, bro.
Like, do you feel like from those traumas, like it got you in a mind space where it's like not on some, how can I say, not depression, but like from your losses, from them tough losses in your life, like what kind of mental space like it brought you in?
At first, it was like I was mad dark, but then I don't know. I went straight to Houston.
Yeah.
Like after, because I was supposed to go to Houston already for like mad long.
Yeah.
Already got like the space to stay and all that. And that happened like a week before. So like I took that week, I didn't do nothing. But then right after that week, I went straight off to Houston, bro.
That's lit.
And
That's
then
lit.
it was lit, but it's like it's like I'm kicking the can down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I come back and I had scheduled the album to drop, and it's just like I was like, nah, bro. I felt like he would want me to drop it. So I just kept going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
So I feel like right now is really the time when I'm gonna really be able to sit with that. But I feel like in the time I have kind of terms with it. But yeah, bro, it was like I said, I battled through this album drop, bro. I feel like I really battled like every human emotion possible. And
at the end of the day, you gotta keep pushing. Just show that perseverance, bro. Cause at the end of the day, life don't stop.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
even though crazy stuff around you happen, people lose their life, friends,
Exactly.
close family, all of that. Life don't
It
stop.
does not.
Get what I'm saying? So you gotta have that mentality, like, all right, it's tough right now, but I'm a use this as fuel. You feel me?
Right.
I'm gonna use this as fuel to keep going, keep pushing.
Right.
And like they say, tough times don't last. Tough people do. You feel me?
Exactly.
You can't let your situations conquer you, bro. Especially when you got a calling.
I've been reading a lot. Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like I need to build upon like what I got here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's
just
a
keep
fact.
on, just putting stuff in the world. Like, really, go create something that's really worth creating. You know what I'm saying? Everything is thought through. Cause that's really like the stuff we listen to that really lasts. It's timeless.
Yeah,
you know
that's a fact.
So.
That's a fact. But what's next though? You got the music out. You just chilling, letting the
No, the video's definitely next.
All right, the videos is coming out soon. All right, bet. So stay tuned for Miloh visuals, man. Oh yeah, you gotta make that YouTube channel too, bro. Cause I tried to tap in and see if you had some visuals out. Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned with Miloh. He got a freestyle / performance coming soon as well. You heard? So stay tuned. It's the more the better. With the more you grind, the better the results, man. We out of here.